Have you ever thought about the words you use and the effect that they have on you? Today we're going to talk about the power of positive words. So today we're going to talk about words and the power of positive words. So words are a creation, right? We have a thought or an idea, and then when we have that thought or idea and we speak it, it's putting it out into the universe and it's creating more of that thought. Something that's really important to understand is the way that our mind works. So the subconscious part of our brain hears things and doesn't question them. So it doesn't question whether it's right or wrong, selfish or self-interest, whether it's based on principle or not. So if I am having negative thoughts about myself, and then I'm speaking negative words about myself, such as, I can't believe I did that. Why am I so stupid? I'm so dumb. I can never learn things. Keep making the same mistake over and over again. So I'm speaking those words. They're going out of my mouth. My ears are hearing them. My brain is hearing them. And my subconscious hears those words and then accepts them. So if I say, I'm so stupid, my subconscious hears those words and accepts it. And then it goes to work looking for evidence to support that statement. So that's all happening in the subconscious. Now, if I'm looking for it, do you think that I could find evidence that would say that I'm kind of stupid? That I don't know everything? Now, is there a difference between not knowing everything and being stupid? Definitely there is, right? None of us know anything. But are any of us truly stupid? But if I'm going with my subconscious, it's going to look for evidence to support that false statement or false belief that I put into my head. So if we want to be happy, if we want to be healthy, if we want to be successful, we need to begin by being aware of the thoughts that we have and the words that we use, because words are power. And we want to talk specifically today about how words affect us individually and our self-image and self-concept. And so the self-talk that we use, both in our thoughts and in the spoken word. So I just showed or explained to you how the negative statements affect us, how it goes into our subconscious, and we look for evidence to support it. Well, just as negative words have that effect, so do positive words. So instead of putting out there what we don't want, or the negative and really false beliefs about who we are, because I believe this, every one of us truly are miracles, and every one of us are capable of doing far more than we probably believe that we can do. But it's our limiting beliefs that keep holding us back. So if we could become aware of our beliefs, those limiting beliefs, if we could let them go and then consciously choose to replace them with healthy beliefs. So here's a couple of things that you can do that may help you with this. One would be, for about 3 days, track all of your negative thoughts or negative comments and just write them down. And if you have the same thought over and over again, then put a hash mark by it. But just keep track of your negative thoughts for about 3 days. And at the end of 3 days, tally them up and identify your 10 most common negative statements, thoughts, beliefs about yourself. Then take those negative statements and turn them around. So if the statement is, I'm stupid, then turn it around and say, I'm smart. And so you're coming up with a statement that is the exact opposite of the negative statement that is there. So I'm smart, and then add another positive statement to that. So I'm smart and I love to learn. Go through all 10 of those negative statements and then rewrite the statement in its opposite. So the positive statement, and then add an additional positive statement to it. Now you've got 20 statements that are contradicting the most common thoughts that you're having in your head. And then just say those to yourself every day. So these are called I statements or positive affirmations. I'd encourage you to make a list of those statements and then repeat them at least once a day, but more often if you want this to get into your mind sooner, because here's what will happen. Every time you say those statements, your subconscious will hear those statements and it will accept them. And then your subconscious will go to work looking for evidence to support those beliefs. So we live in a world that is so filled with negativity and scarcity, and we are constantly being bombarded with all of the things that are not right about us. We don't have to put forth any effort to have all of those thoughts in our head, but to have those positive thoughts about who we really are and who we can be, we have to put forth the effort to get them in there. And so here's one way that you can do that. Put them down on paper, say them at least once a day, twice a day if you can. The other thing that you can do is to get it into your brain is you can put it to music, you can yell it, you can whisper it. Do whatever you can to try to break past those kind of conditioned beliefs about who we are and allow your subconscious to take that in and then begin to look for evidence to support that. So words are very powerful. Begin to be aware of the words that you use, both in your thoughts and in your speech. When you identify using the negative words, just be conscious of how that's affecting you and that it's going into your subconscious, and be more careful with the words that you use. Choose to use words that are empowering and that are strength-based and that are who you truly want to be, and see if that won't begin to affect how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, and then ultimately how you feel about the others in your life and the world that you live in. Thanks for watching again today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and comment down below if you have questions or things that you want to add to the discussion. And thanks for watching.